Ta-da! Hey dudes, what's going on? I'm here to bring you a quick build order sort of thing, mainly for the kind of lower levels of players like me. Going up against a Terran set to very easy, just so I don't, get rushed through it when I'm explaining the build and stuff. So it's what I do against Terran. It's essentially kind of like the Spinishua Ice Fisher build. So if you're unaware of it, continue watching, but if you are aware of it, whatever. Yeah, so basically what it is I kind of essentially rush to Ultralists, or if it's better to get Broodlords, I'll get Broodlords. But I like getting Ultras because Ultras are fun. The way that it's similar to Spinishua's Ice Fisher build is I don't get gas until around 40 supply. The supply is up here, and a thing that he did differently was he would get his hatchery on around 13 supply. I'm getting it on 15 supply because that's what the pros are doing. And also just a quick disclaimer thing. I'm only in gold, so I can't really help too much, but I watch a lot of Starcraft, so I think that helps. Now, after you put down your hatchery, you want to get your spawning pool straight away, not a second drone. So you want your spawning pool on 14 supply. So because a drone is sacrificed in the hatchery, the supply will go down to 14, and then you'll put that down. Then on around 16, I get my third overlord, because it seems to work out timing wise that it'll pop out just when I actually need it to. Yeah. So this build kind of, you get a lot of minerals, you get all the drones you need pretty quickly. What you want to do is set out. You want one set of Lings to kind of scout them, to make sure they're not rushing you or anything. You also so notice how I have a lot of minerals. That's because I have a lot of income. So what I do to kind of fix that, is I just make another base when the minerals start to bank up. I'm not sure if it's the completely correct thing to do. Another thing you do in this build is you get a lot of creep spread. So you want to get out at least one designated creeper. Personally, I'm really not good at remembering to continue with the creep spread halfway through the game, so that's the thing I need to work on. So you get the set of Lings, you scout the base, kind of see if they have an expansion or not. So I always get this queen to spread creep. Come down here. I also always, scout the base. If they have if they're, blocked off and seem to have a fair few marines here, I'll put down 2 spine crawlers. You can always put down more if you're feeling more unsafe. So yeah, need to make more drones. So I never really go up to. I never get my 4th base unless it's safe. This one's a bit far away. Even my 3rd's a bit far away. So instead of doing that, because notice I have a lot of minerals, I just build a macro hatch, which will help me spend more lava. I didn't add this to my thing. You want to always make sure to re-rally hatcheries like where the drones go, so that all the drones don't go here. Make a whole lot more drones. Remember to creep spread. remember to do this. I'm gonna add another spine crawler. So you notice I don't have a lot of like the only defense I have right now is some queens and some spine crawlers, and by now in an actual game these two Lings probably would have died. You always want to be kind of scouting with your Lings, being cautious with them. You try to be cautious with every single unit you have, even if it's just a Ling that is, you know, what, 25 minerals. I don't know why these guys went in there, but okay. So by now in an actual game you probably would have, yeah, expanded. So you would want to get your Overlord out of there. I'm playing, because I haven't played for a while, I normally get my designated creeper to then end up at either the 3rd or 4th base, doing lava injects. So now I'm at around 40 supply, so I just grab 4 gas things. Sometimes I'll get the 3rd one, I may as well now, and then I just kind of rally new drones there. Just straight away, so I don't have to worry about putting them there. As a bronze player, you can do that, like it's fine, it won't really affect your play. Yeah, so this video is to more help Bronze League players rather than high level players, because high level players know how to do this already, I imagine. So he's moving out with only 2 Marines because he is a very easy computer. Yeah. So with my first 100 gas I would want to get, well, it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So first 200 gas you want to get at layer and Zergling speed, because yeah. Another thing I forgot is, another thing you need is Banelings with the next 50 gas, because that's going to be your next line of defense. Oops. So as you can see I'm banking up a lot of gas now, because I'm not going to be spending much on Banelings. I'm going to be, so yeah, a way to indicate whether or not you have enough drones is as to whether your first, second, and 3rd base are fully saturated. I think I can also do 3rd. Also don't forget upgrades. Upgrades are really important, just in general. Also remember to get creep spread. You want to try and spread it all through the center of the base, or through to your bases. Like if there was a ramp here, say, I would want to spread it down the ramp and along here. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a 4th base. I always try and get, like, use up all these drones for buildings. Yeah. And I'll send this queen over to here to inject lava. So basically once you got enough drones you want to only make Zerglings and of course Overlords, which, you know, I always forget. You want to get your upgrades going. So I have my upgrades set to, like, these things set to a hotkey. You want to get Baneling speed because it's going to be useful. You need to get, kind of want to get your hive as quickly as possible. With your Zerglings you need to be scouting a lot. You need to, say, send them to all the expansions to make sure that he hasn't expanded. Keep denying expansions. So by now just a quick tip, if you use your like a Zergling that has lost some health, they'll regain the health when you make it into a Baneling. So let's make the hive. Just in just in case, I'm gonna get the spire. What you can do is you can get the spire, intending to get the greater spire, but then you can also get the Ultralisk Den. Just so you are able to tech switch really easily. So yeah, just continue like denying expansions and upgrades. Really, I should have started these a bit earlier. Continue with your lava index, because what you want to do with all this gas you have, in an actual game you won't have this much gas, because you would have been spending it on Banelings denying their stuff. But this is just, a fun game that I want you guys to learn something out of. So I got 1-1, now 2-2 is going to be on the way. My hive is up, so I'm going to get my Ultralisk cavern, or den, or whatever it is. Going to continue with this. I'm also going to make this into a greater spire. Now, again, in an actual game, you probably you would need to scout in order to decide whether you want to go Broodlords or Ultralisk. When you go Broodlords, you want to another thing you need to do is get a Hydralisk Den, which I didn't do, just because basically late game Zerg units, aren't very good at shooting up, sort of thing. Unless you make Hydralisks. Hydralisks and Corruptors are like the best things at taking out air. So what the Terran could do is go mass Raven, say, mass Banshee, and then it kind of in a way counters your Ultralisk. And you get really frustrated because stuff is killing your stuff. So now I'm just going to spam as many. Oh, don't forget kindness plating because it's useful. And with your Hydralisk, I always get the speed Hydras first because I don't know, I just do. Get as many ultras as you can. When you're starting to build up, when you are about to start building the ultras, you want to get a bunch of overlords first so that you don't run out of supply. Now I'm making a lot more overlords than you would in an actual game. What I do with my leftover thingy, so I'll run out of gas, so I won't be able to make any more ultras, but I have a lot of minerals left over. So what I'll do in that situation is, holy crap, make the rest of those into Zerglings. Because Zerglings, because you have this many minerals, you don't in an actual game, because you have so many minerals, you are able to, sacrifice Zerglings. Zerglings, you shouldn't, like late game, you don't really need to sacrifice them. But yeah, I'm gonna get that because it's useful. So now I'm just gonna go kill him. So yeah, that's basically the build that I do against Terran. What you want to do as a Bronze League player is, or Silver, or whatever, is pick a build against a certain race and just stick to it. Make improvements on it and all that, which is what I've been doing. Really, I should be able to change up my playstyle, but whatever. But as a Bronze League player, normally you don't really play too much or whatever, so you know, just stick to one build, make it perfect for yourself, and you know, you should be winning games in no time. Yeah, so I hope you guys took something from